So I had to cut some fur to make these little Moogle ears for this Moogle headband, and I wanted to demonstrate how to properly cut fur because you do not want to use scissors to cut fur. The reason that you don't want to use regular scissors to cut fur is because when you start cutting it, you're basically going to end up cutting the fibers off. So like say that I'm cutting this like this, you're going to end up with a bunch of loose short fibers, or if you're cutting it crossways like this, you're going to end up with a bunch of like cutting the fibers off and shortening the fibers, and you don't want to do that. So the way that you actually want to cut fur is you want to use like a razor blade or X-Acto knife or some kind of sharp blade, and you're actually just going to cut through the backing. You're not going to cut the fibers themselves, you're just going to do it through the backing. And I'm going to show you how I do that. So I'm just going to use this little sharp blade here. And I'm basically just I'm going to do just a little edge here. And I'm basically just going to cut very carefully through the backing. Just like that. If you see, I've just cut through the backing. I'm not cutting the fibers at all. And then I'm just going to keep doing that, just enough to cut through the backing. Obviously be very careful and try not to cut yourself. And I'm just going to cut all the way through that. It's important to have a very sharp blade for this process so you're not having to push too hard. And there you go. And as you can see, the fibers on the edge are still really long. They're not cut short because I didn't use a pair of scissors. You might still have a little bit of loose fibers that you can just pull off, but that is how you cut fur.